go. Here I go. Here I go. Uh-oh. Yo, 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 yo. Shooting the podcast. Episode 71. You already know what it is. It's your boy H12, the Cameron gone. Horton here's a who. Choice D, all of the above. Coming at you. Go ahead, Cuzzo.
It's your boy Giuliani. I'm working on sending some links over to our master engineer Marcus real quick. Just a couple videos. But it's your boy Giuliani. Episode 71. We're in the building. We here. We live. We at 5 at 3:30, but at 5:30.
we at 5 at 3:30.
Yes, sir.
For now, we could talk about I don't know if you noticed in the little streaming shit lately, but Rampage had this dude. Well, you heard about Larry Wheels.
Larry Wheels, I heard about that.
And then the dude, the Dean, the boxer.
I didn't hear about the boxer. No, I did not.
He slapped him.
Rampage slapped the boxer?
No. Larry Wheels slaps the boxer.
Oh, yeah. I did hear about that. I saw that. I actually saw a clip of that.
But then Rampage manager elbowed
him. Yeah. So what's up with that dude?
Yeah, the dude, he's a menace.
Yeah, so why? What's the agenda? What's the purpose?
So his whole stitch as a boxer is that, so Dean the Great, he's known for he actually comes out of Houston to some degree.
Of course he does. Get him out of here. Exile this fool. Of course he's from Houston. Not to disrespect Houston. I'm saying that in a sense like Houston, we're much better than that garbage, that trash.
But he's known to be a villain. So what turned me off about him, I used to support him for a while. But then he was about to fight a fighter on this Misfit stuff with KSI, like the celebrity boxers type of stuff.
Yes.
Like influencer boxers and stuff.
Yes.
And the mom was there, and he called the mom a fat bitch. Exactly. Yeah, if that's sorry YouTube if that actually, but I'm paraphrasing.
Oh Lordy.
Yeah.
Lordy,
but at the press conference, the mom was talking trash at the press conference because of something he was saying that while they were going back and forth. Yeah, sit your fat ass down, you bitch. Shut your fat shut up, fat bitch. He doubled down. He said it twice. And it's
wow.
Damn, and wow. Then from that point forward, he just been known as this dude. And then even after he got elbowed by Rampage manager that was a former UFC fighter,
mm-hmm.
within the same 24, 48 hours that Larry slapped him, that Rampage felt guilty and was going to slide him some bread. And then he said, how you going to spend that money? He said, I'm about to. This is why he's only 25 years old. I'm just going to premise by
he's
that.
a cloud chaser. I mean, he's just some dude that's just trying to get attention.
That whole buy some new J's. He said he was going to go to the strip club. He said he was going to maybe put a down payment on some foreign. And Rampage, you can see Rampage. The thing is, these dudes, they be streaming and shit. You don't know what you're going to get from these streamers while you're collabing with these streamers that are also streaming. So you can see Rampage's face. His face just drops as he's saying the shit. He's just he already gave him the bread. So it was God damn it, why I give this nigga money? I felt bad that my fucking manager elbowed this nigga. I felt bad. And this nigga's gonna be over here telling me on stream that he's gonna fucking blow. It sets us back. Because it's like a nigga look out for another nigga.
Why can't he be just that random black dude from Middle America or something? Why you got to be from Houston? Why can't you be from South Dakota or something? You know what I'm saying?
And he's dating a OF type chick too.
Of course he is.
TikToker type.
Of course.
Yeah.
He's a scrub. This dude is whack.
He's only 5'5".
Yeah, he's whack. He's a featherweight. He's a
yeah. He probably walks around 165 soaking wet.
He's whack, dude. Whack.
Yeah, man.
Can't deal with it. By the way, Marcus, I sent you some links. It's 3 links. I don't know if you need to download the video to react, but yeah, I sent them to you already. But yeah, whack, whack.
It's funny content though.
Did you see? Speaking, since we're on the topic of boxers, did you see Ryan Garcia?
Yeah, he won yesterday. He won yesterday against Burroughs, who's from San Antonio, who's also Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Barrios was from Houston.
Nah, he said he comes out of San Antonio.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe he does. Maybe.
But he challenged Shakur Stevenson.
Ryan Garcia did. Yeah.
And Shakur's about it.
Yeah, he is. Because Shakur was like, I thought you were bigger than this.
Yep. Mm-hmm. You saw that shit in the backstage.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever. Yeah. I tagged that shit. I posted that shit on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but no, for real though. And not like for once you can see boxing heading towards a positive trajectory. Like you can see all the who's are fighting each other.
And honestly, you know what?
They have no choice. They have to make that shit. Yeah.
Well, you know what though? And you can say what you want about Ryan Garcia, but he's been one of the catalysts behind that.
Yeah.
He's been putting himself out there.
And he's kept Oscar De La Hoya.
Even
though they've had their fallouts, you would think that they would not fuck with each other.
He needs to just go on Mayweather's team. I don't know why he didn't. Because he's been rocking with them anyway. Like they hang out with each other. They train. Like Mayweather was like, he was at Mayweather's gym a few times, like training and boxing and stuff. I'm like, why don't you just join their team?
Business.
Because Oscar De La Hoya, he's whack.
I know. But
the way he did Ryan Garcia after the Tank fight,
I know,
just straight left him hanging out to dry. Why did Ryan go back to him? See, Ryan, that lets me know that Ryan doesn't have the right OG guidance around him to like put,
But Oscar is the one who got him back into that fight to Barrios.
Ryan Garcia has cachet,
he already lost to Romero. He already lost to him. Like that was supposed to be his comeback fight. And then he lost to him out of nowhere. He got dropped in the second round. And then he lost to him. And then this was like, the only reason was getting back with Oscar. Like, that has an influence.
Okay, well, this is business because, too. Just dropping.
It's business. Like, it's Oscar and Bernard Hopkins. Like, they're
okay, now it's time to drop Oscar since it's business. Oscar got you back in. Y'all did business.
If he does that, then he could do that. He could.
Yeah, it's business.
I would say that.
Oscar got his payday out of it. He got his cut. It is what it is now. So now you got cachet back again. You got some sort of steam now, Ryan.
That would be
and you're Ryan Garcia anyway. You made a name for yourself anyway on social media. Like, bro, you got on the internet, bro, you have cachet to a certain degree.
If Ryan Garcia were to drop Oscar De La Hoya before his next fight, you're a prophet.
He should.
He should. That would be the smartest move.
He should join. I mean, like I said,
because he just got his first belt, like the WBC. Yeah, he just got that belt. So
he should be on the same team with the money team. I mean, why not? I mean, you already.
No, you're saying another extreme to join Mayweather.
Well, only because like.
If he joins Mayweather, he will be his biggest fighter.
You know, like Mayweather was the one that advised him to like during the the fight he had with what's his name?
Not Devin Haney.
Devin Haney.
Was it Devin Haney?
Yes. Ryan Garcia talked about it in press conferences. He was like, yeah, Mayweather was telling me this and that. Like he was talking to me about like Mayweather was advising him during that moment. And after the Tank fight, Mayweather's team was the one that was like dapping him up and like showing him love and respect after the fight.
I know that because
like it was like, yo, like
But Tank was originally with Floyd.
He was. He was. Mm-hmm.
So that's why it was like Floyd when it came to that fight, he was unbiased.
Right.
It was like
So yeah, man. So you want to start with clips or you want to talk about some other stuff?
Because I had old clips. I don't know if Marcus still has my old clips. The ones for that where I could have still used for the last two from the last one that I did not use because I only used the first one. If that's not confusing. But I know that you would know because Marcus was here last time too. So you remember the last clips I sent you? Damn,
I thought that was Pearly Things for a second. I was like, what is she doing on the screen? Good Lord.
No, actually, that's like...
She got embarrassed.
That's like some... Nah, I don't know if I want to use that one.
I think we watched that one, yeah. This one, I don't know.
No. Hang that one up. That is the last one I have from you? Nah. I don't want to use that one. Because I know because that one's just gonna go down like this black pill spiral. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. No. Because I could literally sum this clip up in a jiffy. So yeah, we can cut that. Because you know what? Actually, play it. Yeah, play it.
So I'm not suggesting we censor these folks, but they will elevate content. They will figure out your political leanings, your fears, and then start elevating content that enrages you, because enragement equals engagement equals shareholder values.
With men, you don't see it called out in that same way. Because trust me, all these dudes, all these Manosphere bros, all these red pill dudes, every single one of these guys is also selling a course.
Oh, I don't know what that is. What is it?
It's the involuntary celibate stuff. It's the Andrew Tate shite.
People are sharing subtle signs that a man is red-pilled. So here are the 18 red flags you need to look out for. Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily, where we call out effing foolishness, expose women's hypocrisy, dismantle double standards, and stand up for men. Shout out to Patreon gang member Mr. DT for today's video topic request. Salute! And thank you all for being patient. Some of these requests actually take time to produce. We know it's popular right now to upload 4 videos a day, but we're trying to avoid brain rot content and protect our mental health. With that said, let's dive into this article that completely misses the mark on what being red-pilled actually means. Janice, switch to avatar mode. Good to see you back in avatar mode, Janice.
Likewise, sir. Ready when you are.
Janice, read.
People are sharing subtle signs that a man is red-pilled. So here are the 18 red flags you need to look out for.
People? Amazing. Nothing adds credibility like the word people. People say anything these days, and just from the image alone, you can already tell where this is going. The red pill gets immediately tied to politics, specifically the right, Trump, UFC culture, Dana White, the usual suspects. Let's continue.
We recently asked members of the BuzzFeed community to share subtle signs that a man is red-pilled. Here's what they said. In case you're unfamiliar with the term red-pilled, it's used to refer to men who are on the manosphere, internet spaces that promote male supremacy and traditional gender roles. Basically, men who are red-pilled believe that men are disadvantaged and that the oppression of women isn't real. This results in misogynistic ideology and behavior.
Oh, there it is. The BuzzFeed community, a progressive, left liberal echo chamber. And surprise, surprise, we are immediately giving a Timu-level definition of the red pill and the manosphere. But that's why we're here, not just to balance the force, but to represent the truth.
What truth?
You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
In the Matrix, the red pill represents choosing truth over comfort.
What truth?
reality over illusion. Red pill versus blue pill. So no, the red pill is not an ideology. It's not a movement. It's not a philosophy. It's reality. Being red pilled means seeing the world as it actually is, not how you wish it was. So when we say men and women are not equal because they are biologically different, that's not misogyny. That's a fact. But we all know what they say about the truth. It hurts. And that's why the manosphere gets...
Yeah, but I think the term red pill's been usurped. It's been taken over by something else. Like the actual real term.
I would say, like, as far as like the dating aspect, like whenever it comes to like dating, like how people take it into the dating. Yeah. Like, but like
it's
the
been
concept,
it's been turned into something else.
like, because there's those extremes like Fresh and Fit. I have to bring them up. Like, there are those extremes of
Fresh
like
and Fit,
Andrew Tate and
Andrew
that.
Tate.
There are those extremes
Nick
that like
Fuentes, all these motherfuckers.
Yeah, Nick Fuentes. Yeah, there's Sneakos. Yeah, there's those extremes that like take advantage of. Like they try to use it as a manipulation. Like it's like, but like
whatever podcast. Don't forget about him. Don't forget about him.
Because,
oh yeah.
Like,
oh, that reminds me. Go ahead. I wanted to call him out.
I wouldn't say red pill, but like. Manosphere? No, he's like an individual type of dude. He's
what
more
do you mean
selfish.
by
He's more selfish than the other guys. I would say because I think the other guys actually represent a group of people. He doesn't. He's about himself. He's not thinking about a group of people. He's not projecting a group of people when he does his thing. So that's the only thing I see is different. Everybody else we named, they are all representing a group of people. So
yeah, I think he's
a super
individualistic. But he still does instill a lot of
their shit.
Yeah,
but he's not using their shit for his own group of people. He's just doing it for him. Yeah, he's even like it might be worse. Some might even see it as worse. So
did I have his? I don't know if I sent his clip last time that I wanted us to.
You sent it to me via text, but we'll see if Marcus has it whenever he posts it. Oh,
yeah. Because that clip will be interesting to play, just to see how he cleverly kind of usurped or just interjected something else to prove his point.
Oh, you're talking about
about men and women.
Yeah. You're talking about
It was what did he say? Crime.
Violence.
About crime.
The violence.
Yeah, he tried to use the example of crime to like
violence
to compare that to like how men and women should. And I was like, are you for real right now? First of all, where do I
Marcus,
start?
Keep that going, man. Yeah. We're ready.
Oh yeah, we're ready. My bad.
It's labeled toxic because truth bombs don't feel good. Now let's get into the list.
1. A major red flag is if they don't consume art made by women. If they don't listen to any female musicians or read any female authors, it is a sign that they don't respect women generally.
Are you serious? This is the same excuse used every time a movie like Ghostbusters or The Marvels flops. The movies didn't fail because they were female-led. They failed because they sucked. Content is king. Nora Vincent's Self-Made Man is a perfect example. That book hit hard because it was real. She entered with an effeminist mindset and left realizing she was wrong about men. That's what good art does. It tells the truth.
2. A sign a man is red-pilled is if he complains that he'll never experience being in a relationship and then he spews out BS like only 10% of women are attracted to 80% of men, or 75% of women have ridiculous standards and don't like nice guys anymore. Men honestly believe in the number policy because it's much easier to use logic to blame a woman rather than accept that the man is possibly just an a-hole.
Wow, this whole sentence doesn't make sense. Just stop the foolishness. This is pure cope. Calling a man an a-hole is the easy way out because it's subjective. Numbers aren't. You can't argue with dating app data showing most men are invisible to women. How are these men assholes if they can't even get a date? The average man quickly learns dating is a numbers game.
3. The moment any guy says the words alpha, beta, and/or sigma, it's a red flag.
This article exists to slander the manosphere. Period. This is pejorative redefinition. You take neutral terms, poison them first, then dismiss the ideas attached to them later. Once the label is bad, you don't need arguments anymore. That's narrative control.
You talk about coming across content that was discussing high-valued man, and the content was supposed to be about building your confidence and how to become a high-valued man. It soon turned dark.
How much proof do you need?
4. A sign a guy is red-pilled is if he says the phrase real men.
Women say real men all the time. It's only toxic when men define what a real man is.
5. A sign is when men don't have a merely casual negative opinion of female celebrities, but they vehemently loathe celebrity women. Taylor Swift is my go-to mention. I've seen grown men have toddler-like hissy fits at the mere mention that I saw the Eras tour. And when I say I travelled to Europe on a girls' trip for it, emotional combustion.
Bull crap. Men criticize female celebrities who publicly push feminist politics and support specific political agendas. You pick a side. You open yourself to criticism.
6. Generally, a sign is when they have an "it's all women" mentality. In order to place blame on women, they rant about how they can't get a date, and it's always the woman's fault.
In other words, who hurt you?
Oh, I was torn up. I was like, no! We share cookies every day.
The irony is starting the sentence with generally. Generalizations are how sociology works. Female nature is universal. Women date up. Not all women, but most. And because women date up, most men become invisible. That's not misogyny. That's cause and effect. And when women don't like the conclusion, out comes not all women, or Scott Galloway telling men to make more money.
7. A sign is if a guy says, "If we got married, you wouldn't have to work anymore."
This is an attack on traditional values, and by extension, the so-called patriarchy. Funny how the same system that built civilization is now framed as oppression. A man providing use to be called responsibility. Now it's called control. We always say, listen to all, follow none. Marriage in the West offers little benefit to men and often serious risk. Represent the truth. What you do with it is on you.
8. One indicator is if he talks about the future with you in the context of having children only.
Another shot at tradition. Next.
9. An indicator that a man is red-pilled is if he believes Andrew Tate is anything more than a piece of trash. It's a red flag when they say the way Andrew Tate treats women is understandable, because that's just what happens when a guy gets rejected too many times.
I was waiting for this. People associate Andrew Tate and Myron Gaines as the faces of the manosphere, which is complete bull.
Involuntary celibate stuff, it's the Andrew Tate shite.
The manosphere is decentralized. There's no leader, no organization, no single opinion. Watch any debate in this space. Disagreement everywhere. One man does not represent the entire movement.
10. A sign is if they have a near constant victim or persecution complex, which often results in them blaming their own failures on others and using it to allege some giant conspiracy against men.
This is not the mentality of a red-pilled man. Once you see the truth, you understand accountability is essential. However, you have every right to call out a ridiculous system that has no problem throwing men under the bus. It took a woman, Dr. Helen Smith, writing Men on Strike to highlight how men are being screwed over and how women use the government as a surrogate husband. Women know how they use the system unfairly. They just don't want to be called out on it. That's why you get labeled a misogynist.
11. One sign is if they don't take no for an answer when they ask you out. One way they'll do this is by offering an alternate date idea instead of just accepting that you're not interested.
Okay, what about the men who are walking away, who don't even approach anymore? Are these men super red-pilled? Supersized XXL red-pilled? Because according to Scott Galloway, men have to keep trying despite constant rejection. Oh, wait, those men are just incels, right?
12. A subtle sign when dating is that they present themselves in terms of value, because they've been told that's what they think women care about. I once dated a guy who dropped the fact that, although he's living with his parents to care for them as they age, their home will be a great asset for his future spouse after they pass. The same guy described his work to me in terms of disposable income and expected me to get excited that I'd have access to X dollars more a month if we were to get serious. It was an early sign, because later we broke things off after he was weirdly quiet during a discussion of the show Adolescence, and then admitted that he agreed that men are persecuted by women who reject them. It was all there at the beginning, just subtle and disguised.
Well, who told men what women care about? How much proof do you need? Nobody red pills a man faster than a woman. However, a red pilled man understands his actions speak louder than words. It's not necessary to chase, seek female.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I did that,
please explain,
is really for this reason. Is because a lot of guys will start to dive into these things and start to, like, you know, they feel that shit, like, you know, but then you start going deeper and deeper and deeper, and that's just one clip. And you already can start, if you're a rational, experienced fella that, you know, and you have good intentions and all everything else, and you respect everybody and everything like that, you start seeing things like that's like real bias and like propaganda and like misconstruing, and like it's just like, man, it's like the opposite of the toxic of that what maybe you were initially indulging, that the opposite end is not gonna help you get out of, which is like, long story short, I think mainstream media is more of this gynocentric thing, where it's like believe all women type of thing. And it's like more of a gynocentric, which is more like pandering and everything else and all of that. But then you go to this other end and you start going to this misogynistic type of thing. So I'll compare that to more of women are out to get for you. Like, and it's like women aren't generally out to get for you, but like we're all misguided. That's what I lean towards. And when I say we all, I mean a general public, men and women are generally misguided. So I just try to hold both sides accountable. So whenever I see one side or the other, and it's just like, oh, it's like, damn. That's why I wanted people to see that. So because like it started off fine, and then you see it just start going deeper and deeper. They had a whole countdown. They had a whole list of like, it just started getting worse and worse. And like they're starting to reach at this point. Like, god damn, like what the like where's this even? They like what killed me on the original clip. I was just gonna say this last part. It already had got me when I originally ran into that video. Was whenever I saw, I was watching it, of course, at the crib by myself. I'm gonna use this one just to show how I don't align with certain content. But when they brought up the Taylor Swift, I was like, that's some projection shit. I was like, talking about Taylor Swift traveling, playing that someplace. Like, okay, that's someone sent that to the motherfucker who made the video. It's like, I'm going to use this one as an example. Because one of my fans went through this with his girl. I'm going to use that as an example. Taylor Swift. What the fuck? I was like, nah. And then I was like way back in that video. But then he just kept going and going and going. I'm like, damn. I was hoping it'll get better, but it didn't. But, yep.
Yeah, especially that last example. Where it was just long-winded. I was just like, this whole long just essay plastered on the, It's like, dude, at this point, it's like, man, okay, I think you're just kind of like, indirectly or subconsciously projecting your own personal experience with women. Cause I just,
Yeah.
I don't feel that. I'm sorry. I don't. Like, I don't feel none of that. Cause it's like,
my thing is I care for the nerds, the guys that are out here with good intentions that are trying and stuff like that. And I say the nerds, I mean like the guys that they're actually incels, like, they struggle out here. For real.
You care about incels?
Yeah, I do care for incels because they're trying. Incels are actually trying. That's why they're involuntarily celibate. Because they're trying, but they're failing.
Incel, what's the definition of a real incel?
I told you what an incel is. An
yeah,
incel
but
is
that's a choice.
involuntarily celibate. That means they're trying to get at girls in their current state. Is not working. Yes, they have to self-improve, but they're not self-improving, but they're still trying.
So whose fault is that?
That is on them. But I care for them because at least they're trying.
They're not trying hard enough
could try harder.
Because
they could try harder.
But the key word you just said, self-improvement. Self-improvement. That's where you try the hardest. If you're trying in that category, then everything else will fall into place the way it needs to.
Well, that's called manifestation. Because you could do all that shit, working, trying as hard, but then you still gotta get experience in game and stuff like that.
You start small. You start from listen, I've had some riffraffs. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to, you know what I mean? I was in the mud once upon a time. Like I've had some bad experiences. Not bad, but like I've had some unfavorable, unidealistic experiences, but the experience, right?
You have to. There's levels to things. Because
exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's essentially what I'm saying.
You're saying what you're saying, but you're saying it from your perspective.
I'm saying I'm saying the main thing that I'm trying to allude to is the fact that there is levels, and you can gain levels by going through.
Okay, so let's say that you were not a high school linebacker and you're just some regular ass dude that in fourth period.
I would have to eventually step up to some degree, put my foot forward and make a move, do something. Like, you can't just sit there. I mean, you can't just sit there, because if you do sit there, I don't feel bad for you, because you're just sitting there. You're not doing nothing.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Like, you ain't doing nothing. So why should I give something for nothing?
But then this is where we are going towards. This is a man building podcast.
In that particular case, give something for nothing. But yeah,
this is where we become towards a man building podcast, or like a male centric uplifting podcast, because
just for this little part
and I'm using this because where men must become, women just are.
No, women have to self-improve too.
What do women have to self-improve? What do they have to do?
Well, to somebody who's self-improving, I would want someone to self-improve too.
Describe what's the compatibility of a woman's self-improvement?
I don't know. I mean, if you
don't know.
Actually, I do know.
What is a woman? So for the man's self-improvement, because the man's gonna end up becoming this provider, this secure leader, masculine man.
Here's the common ground.
So what is gonna be?
Here's the common ground. Doing nothing. Both sides can do nothing.
Then
right?
They aren't shit.
Hold on, walk with me. Both sides have the ability to do nothing, right? Whether it's for their advantage or disadvantage. Both sides have the ability to do nothing. If I'm a guy who's doing something, whether it be self-improvement, whether it be ambition, you're filling out goals, whatever, I don't want, or a man like that typically doesn't want a woman who's doing absolutely zero.
Absolutely zero means that she's not submissive and obedient and all that stuff.
She's not doing jack squat.
As long as she's doing all that supportive stuff, then that's fine.
But that's doing something.
Yeah, exactly. No one wants someone that's just like spring chicken. No, but
That's
you
what I'm
want
saying.
someone that's gonna be your significant other. That's gonna be your yin to your yang.
That's doing
like,
something
fill
though.
in the gap.
Yeah, that's doing
but
something.
like not no equal partner type thing though.
I mean, that's bringing something to the table.
Bringing something to the table as long as you just make my life easier.
Be an asset, not a liability.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're a liability, you got to go. And being a liability for a woman is when she's doing nothing. That's a liability.
So what's her duty though?
Her duty is to do whatever it is, whatever it takes.
Her duty is whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Huh?
What's the man's duty?
Whatever it takes.
So if a man is going to be a house dad, so those are going to be accepted to the same rate?
If that's what it takes for the
but
unit.
Is that going to be accepted to the same rate?
Accepted what to the same rate?
As
what?
Far as like.
Who determines,
like,
what's the rate?
As far as like, the rate is a woman being a housewife to a man being a house dad to a woman being independent and a man being independent because a man's supposed to provide anyway.
Who
These are how life works.
According to who?
This is how it works.
According to who though?
Because this is optimal.
But according to who? Who set the optimal table?
If you want to start a family, that is ideal.
According to who?
It's according to optimization.
Who created? Who started this?
Ain't no
who
creation.
set
it's
the
just
optimization?
Biology.
Who set the tone?
Nature.
Nature
Biology,
set the tone.
Nature, yes.
Nature set the tone
100%.
that it has to be that way
hunter-gatherer.
for intelligent species.
Yes, hunter-gatherer.
Because you know what?
Got 9 months of pregnancy.
What the X factor
and that
is?
Motherfucker got to work. While she's going through that 9 months.
What the X factor is?
And then you got paternity leave and everything else.
What the X factor? What the X factor is?
It sounds good.
What the X factor is? Not real. What the X factor is intelligence. That's what the X factor is. Because if we're going off of if we're going off of instincts,
you're talking equality, but I don't believe in it.
I'm not talking about equality. I'm talking about whatever it takes. There's a difference between that and equality.
What's optimal?
Huh?
What's optimal?
Damn, what the heck? Okay. No. What's optimal is whatever your circumstances are. I mean, whatever needs to be optimal. Whatever needs to be optimal. It could be anything. Life can life. Right? So whatever
You're talking
is
subjective. I'm talking objective.
No, I'm talking like just in general. Like I'm
thinking probable. You're thinking possible. Anything's possible.
No, I'm thinking probable because life is going to life. Life is not going to be a linear path for anybody.
Yeah, that is linear.
Right. So that's probable. Linear is probable.
Not linear is probable.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
I'm not talking about linear. I'm talking about probable.
No, but
you said not linear.
No, that's what I'm saying. And the way you're saying it about
it's not the way I'm saying it. I'm just saying it.
Yeah, you're talking about nature sets the tone for the optimal whatever, and I'm like,
I'm saying biology, nature.
Yeah, it's
just optimal because optimal is what's probable. Nothing's absolute.
But what breaks that is intelligence.
But the acceptance don't make the rule.
What breaks that with the X factor to that is intelligence. That's the X factor. We're intelligent beings. We're not we are animals, animalistic. That's why we're classified in that. That's why we're in the animal kingdom because we're animalistic.
When it comes to
but our intelligence is beyond comprehension to other animals. So what separates us from other animals following that biology law of nature to have optimal living and all that is our intelligence.
You're looking for the societal aspect of it.
I'm not.
Wait, man, yes, exactly what you're doing.
No.
What it is that I am looking at it in the nature sense because the societal aspect is the part that gets us all misconstrued. Like we all divided and everything. It's that society.
Yeah, the societal X factor, yes.
And that's what that's the whole disagreement that we're having right now.
Yeah, the society. But what's optimal, reality? The reality is what though?
The optimal. But the reality is that
we are in a society.
We are built to run the way that we're supposed to run.
We are in a. The reality is that we're in a society that we are part of. We're a part of this lexicon called society that operates a certain way. So with that being said, because you can't avoid that, I can't avoid that. Nobody can. So if we have to live that, then it's whatever it takes.
Yeah, so men and women are equally as important to society.
We have to do whatever it takes to be optimal as a unit. Yes.
And it depends on which relationship works for what.
That's what I was saying a second
But
ago. I
as
said,
far as like relationships go, if you want to keep society running, what is optimal is what I'm saying. It's just that.
not really, because you have sperm banks, right?
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. Look, if you want the
this
human,
is how you create more broken
no,
homes.
hold on.
This is degeneracy at its finest.
No, it's not.
This is what I be talking
I'm telling
about,
you,
bro.
the X factor is intelligence. I'm trying to tell you, bro, because this is what we live in.
This is getting clipped.
Okay, to you it's unfortunate. To me, it's like
It's
okay,
not unfortunate.
okay, I gotta adjust.
No,
see
it
the
ain't even
difference.
unfortunate.
I have to adjust.
I already
You're
see
like,
the writing on the
damn.
wall because so many people think like you.
Nah,
man.
I'm
So
thinking
think like
realistic
you. Y'all
though.
think like-
It's I'm thinking because this is real.
Analysis.
No, this is the reality we live in.
Pessimistic as hell.
No, I'm not pessimistic. This is reality, bro.
No, bro.
It's a reality we live in.
I have hope. Look, man.
Hope is.
Look.
You know what hope is?
Hey,
you know what hope is
camera
at?
on me.
You know what hope is?
I still expect to find my wife. We're gonna find.
Yeah,
we're
you know
gonna
what
start
hope
a
is?
family. We're gonna do the nuclear.
You know
home.
where hope lives?
We're gonna do this. I have been celibate for years.
You
now.
know where hope lives?
I got you. I got you.
You know where hope
I'm
lives?
doing this for us.
Hope lives in Candyland.
The next girl is
Hope
gonna be
lives
the
in
last
Candyland.
girl. And we're gonna start a family together.
No, yeah, no. Look,
We're
you could
gonna
be.
move outside.
You
of
could
the
have
city.
desires, sure.
And that's what we're gonna
But
do.
the hope you're talking about right now, this type of hope resides in Candyland because that's not where we live.
I reset my body count. I went celibate
You
for
reset
years.
your body count.
I reset my
you
body
can't
count.
reset a body count.
I reset my body count.
You can't do that.
I went back. I haven't had sex. It's almost been 4 years.
Your body count's your body count. It's already happened.
Almost been 4 years. I reset my body count.
No, you can't do that.
don't
It's
care.
already happened.
No,
like
I don't care. I
you've
reset my
gone
body
through.
count. I'm gonna find me a low body count if
Did
a
you-
virgin.
Was that? Did you hear the drums?
Low body count. Oh, come on, Marcus. Why you do that? Damn.
Exactly.
That's no.
You can't. Whatever it takes, y'all, in a positive way, of course.
Damn.
I'm not saying negative. Go rob a bank. Go be Bonnie and Clyde. Nah, in a positive way, whatever it takes as y'all's unit, y'all, however you can do it to get to your optimal unification status. Do whatever it takes to get there, to the optimum. Do that. Whatever it takes. In a positive way, in a righteous way, So he doesn't necessarily he wants to do it the Candyland way,
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
the hope way. The hope of like, I want to be in, it still needs to be the nature way. Yes, to a certain degree.
No.
When it comes to the
Look,
reproductive aspect, yes.
He's talking about this because, of course, that's what most people are thinking about. Like one day, maybe it's optimal. You want to play.
It's idealistic.
Idealistic, exactly. Thank you.
But
for that.
idealistic doesn't
But-
necessarily line up with reality, though, of what you're currently going through.
Well, yeah, of course, you have your everyday, but I'm trying to raise them birth rates up, man.
We have sperm banks.
Oh my God! Why you keep promoting sperm bank? Like, do not, guys, ladies, people, like, stop! Don't donate to sperm banks.
Intelligence
Ladies, don't take sperm bank. Like,
is the X factor.
and then they start adding some bone marrow shit. Oh, you can do bone marrow and all that. Shut the fresh
Science.
stick. Like, nope, nope.
Intelligence.
Shut the front door.
Biology.
Get that ish out of there. Shiitake mushrooms out of.
Shoot that ish
Nope.
out of there.
Shooting the
You like the
ish.
way I did that? Shoot
Yeah.
that ish out of there.
Right.
Nah, man. But, reality, man. I mean, we could, go on to not another clip, but just something else.
You got your shit?
Yeah, I sent the links over.
You ready?
Yeah, we could play the first clip.
All right.
Play it. I forgot which one it is though. Or the ones that I sent. If you have them ready. Yeah.
And moving on to our next story, Russia is a key security ally of many African nations. especially the ones in the Sahel. Now, it has made a big accusation against the ex-colonial ruler France. Moscow has accused French President Emmanuel Macron of teaming up with terrorists to destabilize Africa. The Russian intelligence has released a whole statement targeting Macron. Moscow has accused Paris of preparing neo-colonial coups to destabilize the African continent. The statement said, and I quote, "Emmanuel Macron's administration is feverishly seeking opportunities for political revenge in Africa."
Whether inspired by the American operation to capture Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, or imagining himself as the arbiter of the fate of African peoples, Macron has authorized his special services to launch a plan to eliminate undesirable leaders in Africa.
Russia also said that France was getting help from the Ukrainian regime. Moscow accused Kiev of providing the local terror groups in Africa with drones and instructors. The Russian intelligence said that Macron's alleged moves were driven by the losses that France was facing in Africa. Now, African countries, especially the Sahel nations, have turned away from France and have moved closer to Russia since the juntas came to power in a series of coups from 2020 to 2023. Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are bound by their anti-West sentiment. Now, they left the West African regional bloc, ECOWAS, and they formed their own alliance of Sahel states. The Sahel nations said that they wanted to claim their sovereignty and they would no longer let the West control them. Now, Moscow has said that now that Paris is losing its grip over Africa, it is sponsoring terror groups to establish pro-France leaders on the continent. Now, the latest terror attack on Niger's airport was also blamed on Paris.
We remind the sponsors of these mercenaries, notably Emmanuel Macron, Patrice Talon, and Alassane Ouattara. We've heard them bark quite enough. Now they should get ready to listen to us.
Moscow has confirmed that Russian supporters helped Niger to repel the attack, which was claimed by the Islamic State. Now, Russian intelligence also said that France was involved in the January 3rd assassination attempt of Burkina Faso's President Ibrahim Traoré. Now, moving on to the fuel blockade in Mali now, Moscow said that France was behind the attacks on fuel trucks, and the only purpose of terrorizing civilians was to overthrow President Assimi Goïta. Now, Russian intelligence also said that Macron's administration was sowing chaos in the Central African Republic and in Madagascar. Paris is yet to respond to all of these allegations, but the French influence wanes. Russia has been making big gains in Africa. Russia's African Corps has taken over from the Wagner paramilitary group across the continent. According to Moscow, the Corps helps fighting terrorists and strengthening regional stability in the Sahel. However, the security situation across the Sahel still remains grim. Now, Africa seems to have turned into a battleground, with Russia and Western powers fighting for influence over the continent. How will the growing rift between Moscow and the West affect the stability and the future of Africa? Now, that remains to be seen.
The world doesn't fit in boxes, so why should your news?
Yeah. Damn. So I'm giving y'all a little bit of current Africa stuff, since, we don't really include Africa.
That's the West, too.
I was about to bring that up to you. This goes back to what I was saying about the U.S. and all those. You remember the time when I was talking to you about how the U.S. or how Africa, white supremacy is heavily involved in Africa, heavily. Like they do all these things, they plant these leaders, like just how the newscast explained, just like how she explained. They'll put together terrorist organizations, they'll stir up coups, they'll do all these things just to maintain control of the resources there. That's what they do, and plant leaders. You heard what the Russian congregate was saying? Like, yeah, France is trying to do this. They, We have intelligence saying that they're trying to do this.
Of course.
So what makes you think the U.S. hasn't been doing that globally? In other, not just Africa, but everywhere else. This is what I'm saying. And you see how the African presidents in that region, Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali, they're standing 10 toes down. They're like, no, we're not putting up with this crap no more. Like we're unionizing, we're getting on code. I mean, I'm paraphrasing what they were saying. I mean, there's obviously y'all kind of saw a report where it was more intricate of what they were saying, but yeah. And then they're trying. It's the top.
It's those at the top.
Yeah, they're and then people like Ibrahim Traore, they're meeting with Russian. They're going to Russia, meeting up with Russia with Putin, trying to establish a relationship and connection with them.
What's your thoughts on like Rockefeller?
Like Rockefeller and the Rothschild and like the families and the higher up families and stuff like that. White supremacist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Like
they were racist as hell.
Those are the people who are leading in America. Like one of those main powers.
Well, they established the central banks and they established a lot of these oil and gas companies.
Federal Reserve and all that type of stuff. That's the other half.
Yeah, I mean, their families have that generational attachment to,
exactly.
those types of things, so they can benefit from that, But, in the end, I mean, they don't have our interest in hand.
Oh yeah, no, exactly. I know,
especially Africans.
They
don't.
Matter of fact, I bring them up because, like,
matter of fact, they want to extract and keep us away from it. That's what they want to do. They want to take with the most garbage deals, or just take without giving back.
I have a theory though, and this is just me shooting. I don't know what's that expression goes, but I have a theory that the people at the top are not all of anything, but some of everything. And it's just those people at the top. And that's how they just keep us all divided. And it's working like a motherfucker. That's how I believe. But of course it's gonna be a majority of one or the other, but there's definitely someone of every aspect, not just one, but like a whole family of them, a whole group of but it might be a majority of one. Of course, we're gonna go towards that systemic thing. Well, but it's not just all those systemic. You want to do that route? It's not just all of them looking the same or a majority, but there's gonna be all different. It's gonna be like, that's why I'll bow with the feminism thing, the patriarchy, all that, because there's women at the top too.
Well,
there's black people at the top too. There's all sorts of people at the top too.
Here's the thing.
It's like, if you don't know that, you are a fool.
Here's the thing. White supremacy is a mentality. It's a perspective. It's a mindset. It's not a physical thing. It has nothing to do with physicality whatsoever. It's the way you think. It's the way you perceive things. It's the things that you want. It's what you believe in. It's stuff that you can't touch.
Okay? It's a feeling.
Right. It's an ideology. It's a religion. See how I segued into that? Exactly.
I don't think so.
It is. What's the definition of religion? Let's look it up.
Well, if you look up the definition of religion and correlate it to,
I'm going to.
Like in the synchronization of that.
Yeah.
So it's within who those believe it. Because a religion, you have to believe in it for it to exist.
White supremacists believe in their ideology.
But who believes in white supremacists or white supremacy?
The belief. Okay, so this is the definition of religion. the belief in and worship of a superhuman power or powers, especially a god or gods. Okay. And then they have a couple of examples. A particular system of faith and worship, a pursuit or interest to which someone ascribes supreme importance. Consumerism is the new religion is an example sentence of that. The world's great religions is another example.
There's no specifics?
No, I'm just going off of the definition.
So what would be your final assessment?
My final assessment is a pursuit or interest to which someone ascribes supreme importance.
So who is subscribing to that? Is
anybody who goes along with white supremacy is subscribing to
what is
whiteness.
Going along
whiteness being the supreme.
Who goes about that?
Anybody who subscribes to white supremacy. Ascribes to it, I mean.
Like people are ascribing to that on a regular basis?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like a majority or?
Anybody who is outright practicing it.
What is practicing?
Practicing means like you're doing stuff like
what?
It's not about just throwing out racial epithets. It's not just about that. It's about
what?
putting power behind that.
What?
Meaning like you are.
Is it a feeling?
You're undermining a community of people with your racial epithets. Like you're putting power behind that.
Okay, so I'm starting to see.
For example, right?
Right.
Like if I'm a teacher and 50% of my class is white, 50% is non-white. And I've been a teacher for 5 years and then, I have an audit, right? And in the audit, you can clearly see I'm giving more of a leniency curve towards the white students since my tenure than I have with the black students.
That's what I was going to
That is an example of practicing white supremacy right there. That's utilizing your prejudice or your white preference to undermine a group of people. And you've been doing this for a long time, consistently.
Yeah. And that's like an extreme though.
It is an extreme. I'm just giving you like.
I know, yeah, no, but because those extremes do exist, it's projected onto masses, but it's not a
even complacency.
It's not even a majority of the time.
Well, even complacency.
And it's like that's why you start to go to possibility over probability.
You know what it is?
Because if it's not a majority, it's the minority.
Well,
but because it exists, it is wrong.
Well, you know what is?
I agree that it's wrong.
You know what is the majority? Complacency, turning a blind eye to injustice. That's common.
And that's with all people.
That's with people who are okay.
All people.
That's with people who are okay with it.
All people.
No, it's not all people.
All people.
All people don't turn blind eyes.
I've seen it happen with all types of people. I've seen all types of people. Fucked up shit happen to them, even in the streets, and they're looking around and no one's helping them. Some people might even have their cameras.
But okay, so that's on an individual level. I'm talking about large numbers, community
wise.
Yeah, you have different communities.
It's just like different things happen to different communities too.
But historically, what's been documented?
What's been documented?
Who's gotten the shaft? What community of people have gotten the shaft the most out of all other communities?
Well, what's been
documented wise?
What's been the most documented and most educated? All of that. Yeah.
Who went through slavery?
Everyone went through some type of slavery at some point.
Who went through?
But I know there's
the most brutal type of slave. There's indentured servitude and then there's slavery.
Yeah,
a lot of people went through indentured servitude.
There's not even just those two. There's the Arabic type of slaves.
Yeah, that was indentured servitude.
Yeah, no. Because that's the Irish type of indentured servitude. There's and then there's the Egyptian types of
the slaves. Arabic slave trade. People like to blow that out of proportion too.
There's all sorts of levels to all this shit. I get what you're trying to say. Get what you're saying, because but then that's why I start to thinking the whole thing is that we went through it, the the black people went through it the longest.
No, we went through it the worst. Especially the black people here, the foundational black Americans here. There was no other slavery like this in human history. There was never a slavery like this in the West, ever. The slave, and people like to blow out of proportion the Arabic slave trade. Let me give y'all a little clarity here. The Arabic slave trade, quote unquote, that was indentured servitude trade. That's what that was. It wasn't slavery. It wasn't the slavery that transpired here or even in Australia. See, if y'all want to go somewhere, if y'all want to compare something, compare what happened in Australia, because that was genocide. They weren't only doing slavery over there. They genocided the Tasmanian people over there, completely wiped them. The genetic makeup of a Tasmanian person does not exist anymore. It's gone. That's called complete genocide right there. So if you want to compare something, people, compare that to what happened here in America. Outside of that, the thing that happened in Africa with the Arabic slave trade, it does not compare to what happened here. Not even close. It's not even close. The closest thing we can, like I said, the closest thing we have is what happened in Australia with the Tasmanian people, because those people were black and they got genocided. They got wiped off the map, literally. Their genetic makeup is gone.
What about the other Europeans?
What Europeans?
Like the Irish, though?
Irish had indentured servitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got freedom dues. Freedom dues was their form of reparations. Freedom dues is when they got land, money, and guns, which was something that we were supposed to get with 40 acres, or the foundational black Americans here were supposed to get 40 acres and a meal. Of course, that was never given to them, of course.
That was discouraging that.
And, you know, Irish people used to not be classified as white until they got their freedom dues. Then they were allowed into whiteness. You see, that's where I go back.
I wouldn't say that they're allowed into whiteness.
Yeah,
though.
Same with the Italians. The Italians
because,
weren't considered white.
There's levels to whiteness.
Well, that whiteness, that goes back to what I was saying.
They be in white fighting just like in black fighting. And I'm gonna say that shit strong.
Yeah, but guess what
because,
though?
like we can't just claim that shit like we claim that shit like we try.
Guess what though? They know how to get on code against us. They know how to put their differences. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. But
they
don't.
Put their differences aside for black folks. Yes, they do. They put their differences. I'm talking about black people globally, not just here in America.
No. Okay, I'll give you.
They put their differences aside to go at us.
Yeah, they're better than us at that.
They have. Everybody has infighting. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian. Everybody infights. That's.
They are definitely.
When it comes to putting that aside and getting on code to unify against another group of people, white people do that better. They do that way better. They do that.
But they are separating now more than ever too.
They're not separate enough because
they are.
Too many of them believe in white supremacy and execute it.
There's levels to the shit. And I'm just gonna say look. This can likely go to a certain platform. I ain't trying to say too much, but there is definitely some separation going on, and it's strong. And people don't like to acknowledge
separation
it.
of who, of what?
Within that white community, they're separating.
Oh, you talking about? That leads me to my next clip.
Because
Matter of fact,
don't like to talk about it.
That's a good segue to my next clip. Can you play the second clip that I sent you, Quincy? Because this is gonna go right into. This is gonna go right into what? I think it's the second one. Oh no! Play the third one, not this one. Play the next one. The next one. I think.
In my opinion, we need to stop calling it that. In fact, a term that I've seen a lot of people use instead is white narcissism. If things are not centering them, white people, white men specifically, they become the biggest crybabies ever, the biggest snowflakes in the world. I'm gonna give y'all a few quick examples. A new Silent Hill game was released a few days ago, and the main protagonist of this game was a black man. It's 2026, black people, we deserve to be seen more. No. People felt like this was wrong and it was political. Another example, we have the Super Bowl. As we all know, these folks went on to create their own secondary halftime that was trash as hell because it wasn't centering them. Now, one of the biggest faces of this whole white supremacy, white nationalist movement is Nick Fuentes. It seems like he's trying to go in a new direction and basically disown white supremacy, bruh. It's crazy as hell.
The halftime show was in Spanish and all the performers were brown people. The message was, this is what America looks like, a mosaic of Latin peoples. Clearly it was political. Clearly it was a middle finger to white people. Weird take. Are you even a white nationalist at this point?
Honestly, I don't feel like one anymore. I feel like, Do I want America to be a white country? Yes. I'm pro-white, but the movement has just been captured by losers and idiots.
And then most of them not even white. We just had the DEI white supremacists, like the DEI Avengers, you know what I'm saying, a couple of goddamn weeks ago.
I'm kind of just done pandering. I fucking hate these people.
Hey, I already had this thought in my mind that Nick Fuentes doesn't believe most of the things he say. He's just grifting.
It's just kind of depressing. And I've always been forward thinking, and I've always been heterodox, and I've always been progressive in a way. And increasingly, I don't feel like I fit in with that anymore.
Hey, man, honestly, I think he just ran out of crazy shit to say. He done talked about black people, been doing that. Those are probably some of his most viral moments. He done talked about women. He done talked about everything. He's like, okay, now I'm finna switch up. I wouldn't be surprised if he become a goddamn liberal or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
So no, I don't think I'm like you, because now it's turned into, it used to be the case that if you were against white genocide, if you're pro-white, if you're against immigration, like that is what it meant to be on our side. Now it's like you have to be a Republican culture warrior. I have to be spun up about the Super Bowl halftime show.
The way that a lot of these conservatives used to talk down onto liberals or whatever, right? People on the left, they used to call them snowflakes. You know, they so sensitive. Conservatives have literally turned into this exact thing.
It's so monotonous, so repetitive. You're screaming at the halftime show because it's in Spanish. Am I supposed to do this performative outrage? Why? I'm supposed to get up out of my seat? Who gives a fuck? You know? So I just don't.
This is crazy hearing
No,
him
I
say
don't think
this.
I fit in anymore because, you know, I'm telling you this, we've reached the high watermark of that stuff. I've been doing this for 10 years. I was into this before it was popular, before it was mainstream, and now it's filled with a bunch of complete fucking idiots, and it's really just turned into signaling that you're a part of an in-group. We're all going to perform outrage. We're all going to perform and do the same jokes, and we're all going to have the same talking points. And I don't know. It's no longer interesting to me. It's no longer interesting. It's not funny anymore. It's not edgy. It's really just become a drag. At one point, we were the trolls, and now we're the butthurt ones. There was a point in time when we were having fun and we were laughing and we were trolling and we were making jokes. And now our side are the biggest butthurt of all time.
One thing I've noticed though is that any non-black group, they can all come together as a collective and talk about black people and they having the best time of their life. When Black Fatigue was trending, it was the biggest thing ever. Like you see, all these groups came together to talk about black people. And everybody it was kumbaya. But that's the thing. White supremacy is not fueled off of love. It's fueled off of shared hate. And when you have that, it's no like structured foundation. So it's going to fall. It's going to get toxic. The thing that y'all have in common is hating something. Hating a group of people.
To the young white men who feel ignored and insulted, I want to speak directly to you. For too long, young white men in this country have been treated as if your concerns don't matter, your struggles don't count, and your identity is something to apologize for.
Oh my goodness, you can't make this up, bro. What are you talking about? If you're a white man living in America and you genuinely feel oppressed, who is oppressing you? Other white men? I honestly don't get it. Y'all make up 90% of the senators, politicians, presidents. Nigga, we only got 1/2 black president ever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all run everything. So who's oppressing y'all? Like, I'm going insane over here, y'all. I'm going fucking insane, bro. Like, this is the most victim mentality shit ever.
Facts.
This old ass white man, he probably got hella properties around the country talking about, he ain't even American. Like, nigga, you British, man. Go ahead and eat you some beans and goddamn, man, bro.
That your love of your country is somehow racist and wrong. You've been told to stay quiet, to step aside, to accept being blamed for things you never did.
let's break down this talking point. You being blamed for things they never did.
I feel you.
Okay, if that's the case, stop taking the credit for building these great civilizations. Stop taking credit for in ancient Rome and ancient Greece. Y'all didn't do that. You didn't do shit. Never even put together a chair. Okay? So if you can take credit for the good things that your ancestors did, why can't you take credit for the bad that was did less than, you know what I'm saying, 20 years ago, 30 years ago? Like, oh my God, insert whining white men. These niggas cry all day. What are you talking about?
And problems that you didn't create. Let me be clear. There is nothing wrong with being white. There is nothing wrong with being...
And that has never been, like, obviously, there's nothing wrong with being white. You can love being white. But what you have to understand is that whenever we hear someone that is proudly white, there is always racist baggage to it. Throughout history, pro-white has always meant anti-everybody else. And I don't understand why it's so hard for y'all to understand that. Pro-white has meant Klansmen. Pro-white has meant lynch mobs. Facts. Okay, old ass nigga, you don't understand that? Sitting here crying, I can't watch the rest of this shit.
To all the white women, how many times have you been on a date with a white man and they ask if you've been with a black person before? Because I asked some of my white friends this question, and like a lot of the girls were like, "This is a question like I got mixed responses, right?" Some say that people ask like a lot, others say that they kind of like will sneak the question in once in a little bit, and I just want to know, like personally, if you are a white woman who's been on a date with white men, have the white man asked you unprompted if you've been with black people before?
If you are a white woman watching this video, please answer that question, because I genuinely want to know as well. Because online, all I see is white men complaining about white women being with black men. And I want to say this, man. If you a brother, I advise you to talk to a black woman. But just because it do make them mad, cool. I ain't gonna be on my Dr. Umar shit.
Guys, I've been noticing a lot more mud sharks lately. It just seems to me now.
If you don't know what a mud shark is, this is a saying that white supremacists use to refer to white women that talk to black men. Just obsessed, right?
That whenever I go, like I went to the mall or something, I saw like 2 or 3 of them. And maybe it's this phenomenon where it's like now you know what it is and you're looking for it, and like you see it, you're like, oh my God, that's a mud shark. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know about you guys. Have you been seeing more and more mud sharks lately? And the woman's always alone, dude. She's always on a solo mission, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, these niggas obsessed, bro. To be supreme and white supremacists, they always been victims. They always got us on their minds. And I mean, hey, they need us at the end of the day. But no more talking, man. If y'all want to see something similar to this, go check out these DEI white.
So what you think? When I saw that when you started talking about, oh, there's people infighting and they're having it made me. That's perfect how you said that.
That was a good segue. That was a good segue. Because that was not where I was getting at.
Right.
But that is a good segue.
Okay. But yeah, amongst that type of group of people, they have a lot of infighting and they're dispersing. They're dissipating. They're disintegrating.
Yeah, they're definitely all over the place because they lack an identity in the first place. So like a consistent identity. So they lean towards the fact that they're white nationalists, and they want to keep America majority white because that's how it's
white supremacy.
I want to say
it is
supremacy because white supremacy hates.
Yeah,
they don't hate; they just prioritize.
Well, when a white nationalist is saying
when you're a majority and you prioritize, then it looks like hate. That's really what it is.
When you do things to undermine a community, and
you're a majority,
when you put laws in place to undermine a community, that's called white supremacy.
There's not laws in place currently.
Yeah, there is. The law, the 14th Amendment, is based off of slavery. That's
the 14th Amendment is still existing, like it's still ongoing for.
Look at prison. That's what prison is today, right now. And who makes up the majority of prisons?
I know Jim Crow. That's not 14th.
Yeah, it's the 13th or 14th Amendment. It's one of, but yeah, it has. It's what basically what prison is.
That's the abolishment.
Yeah, so the 14th Amendment that's prison today, right now.
Prison in general?
Yes.
So like for all people.
Okay, it's supposed to be for all people, right? That's the trick bag. Who majority?
So when you say it's supposed to be with air quotes, that's just like conspiracy?
Because that's the game. That's the finesse. They lace it with a blanket.
Though?
It's not. It's what they did.
So what is what they did?
What they did was they put the 14th Amendment in play, which is in play today, right now.
Yeah, no. But
and the prison industrial complex is mostly made up of who?
Oh yeah, you're saying like the majority of people who are in
prison are non-white.
Yeah,
majority they're black, right? Yeah. So, with that being said, that's a form of white supremacy right there.
Are you saying that the majority being black or a majority being not guilty?
What community has the most exonerations in human history? What group is that? What community is that? It's black. You could look that up. We have the highest rate of exonerations. That means we're the highest falsely accused that go into the system and do time and do prison time only to come out and have at least half of our life taken away from us because this racist white supremacist system wants to funnel black people into prison to live slavery because that's what it is.
Hey, you're right about that.
That's what it is.
So like, causation, correlation, right?
Colonization, correlation, you said?
I said causation.
Causation, correlation, yeah. I mean, that's just one example, though.
But like, I can see how the two could correlate.
Yeah, I mean, because it's happening right now, too. I mean, you could, go to your local jail and see who's in there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But you think, like, there's a lot of falsely accused cases going on as prevalently as well?
The proof's in the pudding. Exonerations. You know what that means? You're acquitted. You're released. You got your release papers. You're gone. You're out. Whatever crime we attached to you that made you go up in here, we're erasing that off the books now and you're free now. You get to come out. That's exoneration. We have the most percentage-wise, and it's not even close. We lead the pack. You know what I'm saying?
And what is the point of this?
The point of this is to say that white supremacy
is white
nationalist is the same thing as they're synonymous with each other.
The majority of the prisons being black is correlations towards that percentage.
Yeah. White nationalism, white supremacy, it goes hand in hand. They're interleaved. They're synonymous. They're like this,
You said which ones?
White nationalist and white supremacy are like this.
Because they prioritize white people.
They prioritize white people systematically.
They both do.
They both do, yes. Because in order to have a white nationalist society, you have to systematically make that happen.
Like a black supremacist.
There's no such thing as a black supremacist.
You can't be a black supremacist?
No, you can't.
No?
Not in this system.
Not in this system. What is this system?
Supreme means one, be all. Like you can't have two supremes. That's a oxymoron.
I don't think you can have a supreme now.
Yeah, you do. You have one right now, systematically. You do. Now, globally, black people are the genetic majority. Like non-white is white is the minority globally.
I think systematically, it's at the biggest of L.
Systematically, it's the biggest.
I'm saying, like, as far as like the power goes, systematically, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, systematically, absolutely. You don't need majority to have.
Because, like, I think systematically, it comes down to those people at the top.
And what do they look like?
Yeah, exactly. The Rockefeller.
They're white.
But Rockefeller isn't white looking. That man's
They're
tan.
White, bro. They're white.
That nigga looks Native American.
That last name is white as hell. What are you talking about?
Man,
that's a white European. Blended. That's a European last name. That's
that
white.
Man's blended. They're blended.
I think the origins from his family come from like German or something. Man, that's white, dude.
As hell. Bro, you should look at them. Because they just signed Mr. Beast.
Or it's British or something like that. I think it might be British, actually.
That man looks Native American.
Nah,
he's brown
white.
as hell.
They're white, dude.
I'm just saying, look at them.
They're white.
I'm going to say this and that.
You have a lot of...
Those people at the tip top are all types of ethnicities and races. It's a majority white, But if you were to think that they're all white or they're all this,
going back to
nope.
White supremacy is
Black,
a mentality.
White, Hispanic, and guess what? All of them are looking out for their own in their own ways, but they're only selfishly looking out for their own. There is no prioritizing white people.
Yes.
There is none of that.
Some of the biggest.
That's not happening.
Some of the
Ain't
biggest.
no prioritizing white people. It's just those people at the top just so be white.
No.
So they're prioritizing their own people.
No.
Who just happen to be white.
They're prioritizing a system.
Not the motherfuckers that matter.
System.
Like, I mean, not the motherfuckers that are like your common person. They don't give a fuck about what ethnicity you are.
It's a system.
Like if you are like some white waste management nigga, they don't give a fuck about you.
It's a system that they're
Like-
prioritizing, not a person or a group of people. It's a system. It's not a people. You understand? Like, it's a system that they're prioritizing.
It's not the system
And
is prevalent.
some of the biggest white supremacists are people that look like me and you. They're coons. They're raccoons. Some of the biggest white supremacists are raccoons.
That's a cult. That's a
No, it's
cop-out.
not. That's
There is a cop out because
no, it's
the
not.
truth is that it's not as it's
I
more
can give you some
diluted.
examples.
It's more diluted than it was prevalently.
What do you mean? What's
it's-
more diluted? What's more
like,
diluted?
like that idea of that systemic white supremacy being like white people. It's just not systemic white supremacy. It's just globalist. Let's just put a new label on it.
Bro.
Globalist. Like
White
the
supremacy
lobbyists,
it is global.
Yeah, it's globalist.
No.
These are what it is.
White supremacy
They don't
is
have
a
to
global
put no
system.
race on it, no color on it, none of that.
Yeah,
it's
I
just
agree.
Globalist.
I agree.
Globalist.
No,
That's
it's
it.
not globalist.
Global, yes,
yeah.
it is.
Well,
It is what it
a
is.
white
That's what it
supremacist is a global.
No,
is
it's
global.
just globalist.
Yeah,
There
you're
ain't
right.
no white shit.
You're agreeing with me.
I know. So it's just globalist.
No, it's not globalist.
That's it.
It's called white
It is
supremacy.
what it is.
It's called white supremacy.
It's called globalist.
No, it's called white
See?
supremacy
And
because
that's where-
the majority of people that run things are white. They look white. They are white. That's
Of
why it's
course,
called
because that's how it's always
white
been.
supremacy.
It's always been like it's just called coincidence. If
No,
it was black, it'll
well,
be
first
black.
of all, it hasn't always
It's
been
a-
like that. And second off,
When I say that it's always been like that, I mean like as far as like commonality, our common existence, it's been like that. Of course, we could go even deeper in history. and
white
shit like
supremacy,
that.
modern day white supremacy, basically came out of Spain. But
Yes.
what I'm saying is that
Columbus.
yeah, and the whole
Prisoners.
conquista
Yes.
conquest and all that, and they got
New World.
ordained by the Pope to go enslave people overseas in the New World or whatever. Modern white supremacy basically originated out of Spain, but needless to say, it's not about a group of people. It's a system, global system. It's global because I just played the news thing about France, about the French trying to do Africa, bro. This is all. It's a system, bro. I'm telling you, it's global. This is everybody. And who's one of the U.S.'s biggest allies? France, UK. Okay, then this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
Things, but I'm not gonna go there. That's just semantics. But
things really haven't changed like that. I mean, yeah, black people are free, right? We're free, right? We don't physically. I don't physically have a shackle on my neck with the ball dragging and I'm in cuffs. Yeah, I'm free from that. But there's a whole nother level and spectrum to this freedom stuff that we're not even really alluding to. Like there's psychological bondage. There's systematic bondage.
Psychological and systematic.
Systematic bondage. Just
Like,
psychological.
when you say systematic,
yeah.
like there's something that like if you were to go to court, you could prove it.
If I was to go to court to prove what?
Like you're systematically oppressed.
Yeah, I can pull up cases.
Yeah, you can pull up cases.
I can pull up cases
because it has to be anecdotal.
And I can pull up laws, cases and laws. I can
but like you have to use that for a specific.
Yeah, to let
to
let the court know that we're in systematic white supremacy, and they'll agree with me. They'll agree and be like, they'll say it in a fancy way, then in a very judicial way. They'll say it. they'll agree in that kind of terminology. They'll agree because Dred Scott versus I love bringing up that case because that case is still in effect today. Says, I'm paraphrasing, but the famous quote out of that case is, "No black man has rights that a white man is bound to respect under the sun." That's a lot of the reason why see, a lot of these people that are in law enforcement and just in law in general and government, they know this stuff. Hence, what gives them somewhat of a subconscious rationale, to the very least, to be able to put these racist or to give these slaps on the wrist to certain people that get in court for racial acts or what, because they know the cases, they know the law. You know what I'm saying? So they don't feel.
Well, that's like anybody.
They don't feel as bad to be like, oh,
that's anybody,
acquitted.
Though.
You.
That's anybody though.
You know, what do you mean that's anybody?
Like as far as like knowing the law, that's anybody.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the common person doesn't understand the law.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
but like that's not like no.
But the people,
if a certain person knows the law, that
right,
makes it.
Well, I'm saying the majority, the majority of people,
anybody that if you know the law,
the majority of the people like prosecutors, DAs, stuff like that, they know the law, they know the cases.
Yeah. But I'm talking about the person who's being prosecuted. Or like the person.
Well, yeah. I mean,
like the person.
It's a 50-50 chance that they do. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. But I'm saying like, no, well, because like I thought you were trying to put the stigma on like a black person knowing the law is like they're ahead or something.
They're ahead.
They're ahead of someone, another race that knows the law.
No, they're not ahead because at the end of the day, end of the day, the law that trumps all laws is I'm white and I say so. That's what trumps all laws.
No. Okay, see. That's what I thought you might have been getting at, and that's what I want to imply is that anyone that knows the law can get away.
No,
and that it's not gonna be because they're this.
Well, whenever they want to execute,
they know the law, and they
Well, yeah, I mean, whenever they want to execute, I'm white and I say so. Then that's the ultimate law. That's what trumps all laws. That's
no. The why I say so isn't like it's not. It doesn't always work.
It doesn't work against people that know. It doesn't work against people that know. The people that don't know, don't have knowledge. We used to be called hidden knowledge. That people that don't have the knowledge get trumped by that. No pun intended.
So are you implying if they don't know who did it, they will lean towards the...
If the person that's getting prosecuted has no knowledge about how to maneuver around I'm white and I say so, then they're screwed. They're done for. They don't have a fighting chance. Now, if you do know, you'll have a fighting chance, but that still may not work out for you. If you're in that situation as a black person.
Oh, see, that's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, in court, in the judicial, in court,
yeah.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
So you're saying that the black person, if they don't know,
full circle. Hence why we have all these exonerations. Hence why we have the most people in prison. You see how it's coming back around? You see, like this is why. Even if you're a black person, if you don't know, you're completely out of there. If you have no knowledge of...
I remember in the movie Life, that was the case around that time.
Great example movie.
Yeah, but great like in this time?
Even in this time. Right now, statistically speaking, right now in prison, we black, non-white people make up the majority of prison. Right now. It's still happening right now.
Yeah, non-white.
Non-white people. But the majority over... non-white. But amongst the non-white... Black is more than anybody. It's more black than anybody.
Yeah.
You have white is the least.
So when they bring up the violent crimes.
Mm-hmm. When they bring up the violent crimes, that's all that the crime, the whole 30%, 50%, that has been easily debunked so many times, it's ridiculous.
Like the whole 17% of the population, 60%.
30% of the population, or 13% of the population commits 50% of the crimes. That's that's a white supremacist talking point. That thing has been debunked so many times.
What is that within?
within the black community. It says
no, but like, so how is it debunked? Like, how is that within what that debunks it?
What debunks it is actually looking at the real stats.
And what is it?
The real stats is that a white person is more likely to be committed have a crime committed against them by another white person, statistically. And same thing with black people. Black people, the people that commit crimes against black people or other.
That's just crimes in general, but like violent crime.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like violent
crimes are crimes. Like there's levels too.
They're saying the whole 1350 is saying that 13% commits overall the 50% overall crime, and that it's bull.
I thought it was just violent.
No, so it's all crime. Like 50% of all crime is being committed by 13%. No, it's such
like,
a.
If it was violent crime to violent crime.
Yeah, a violent crime is more likely to by a white person. A white person is more likely to have a violent crime committed to them by another white person. Same thing for a black person.
Yeah, but like overall.
Oh yeah, so overall,
then like
they're
violent
saying
crime.
They're saying 50% of crime overall is committed by 13% of people, and that's BS.
Violent crime or not though? I ain't gonna lie.
It is. It's all crime. I'm saying it's all.
I thought it was like
I'm just telling you what the thing is. What they do.
Yeah, I'm thinking that I know what I've heard too from that thing, because like I like to see.
It's not 50% of violent crime. It's crime in general overall. It's all crime. And I'm just like, no, that's a weak. That is such a weak debunked talking point. It's ridiculous. And I've actually played it on here too before by
Yeah, that's that whatever clip. I don't know if he had it. Marcus?
No. Not the whatever clip. I'm saying I played. I don't know if it was Antonio Speaks or if it was someone else. Oh no, it was the African Diaspora news channel where that chick, she was on there, and this was when we had your homeboy here. But we were all kind of like loud and talking like we weren't really paying attention, like we were, but we weren't. But I played that clip, and that chick basically broke it down to a T how it's false, the 1350. She broke it all the way down to the absolute decimal number. She broke it all the way down. But yeah, 1350 is a load of crap. The next clip that I want to play is with this Haitian chick being very disrespectful.
Yeah, on the whatchamacallit?
Daily Rap Crew.
Exactly.
Yeah, can you play that other clip?
Yeah,
we might as well just do that real
Dirty
quick.
Black American.
This is why Ant CEO was reacting to it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ant CEO, man. I like Ant CEO, bro.
Hey, man.
He's funny.
Hey.
I'm Haitian.
Hey,
look,
shout out to that.
Why?
Look at her just.
Where you from? What's your background? You American? Dirty Black American?
Wait, what?
Huh? What?
Wait, what'd you say?
American? Black American? What?
No. Hold on. You said dirty Black American.
You heard that? You just asked me what I said. I did.
Why you said that?
Because that's what y'all are. Dirty Black American.
She just said that?
I did. A dirty Black American. I sure did. Because that's what y'all are.
So all
Look at
Americans
how
are dirty Black
arrogant she is with it too.
I mean, the ones I've come across.
So what is Haitians then? I'm confused.
Dirty Black Haitian.
Exactly.
Oh.
She's a dirty Black Haitian.
Okay, so keep that energy for everybody. Don't just keep it for us. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
You're American.
yeah, hell yeah. Don't ever say no dirty Black American. Like, what?
You from the
Like,
South?
my family. Like, yeah.
Okay, where?
Why matter?
No, I'm just asking. No, we're not having a conversation.
Is the South regardless? Like, I got family in Florida. I got family in Georgia.
I mean, I want to know, like, where.
You trying to be? I know what you're doing. Like,
all right. So just off rip, right? The fact that you would call Black Americans dirty Black Americans, so we'll have to figure out where you trying to say we're dirty from, because dirty is a correlation to filth, like unclean, like not having good hygiene. And if you really want to go there, do we really need to go there?
That's what I'm saying. Haiti, really?
Do we really need to go there? Now, before we go there, because we finna go there. Before we go there, I just want to say that
can't blame him.
Never mind.
Oh man.
We're gonna just go there at this point, because I think it's like So outside of the fact that like Haiti is one of the poorest countries in the world, I think it's the poorest country in the world. But it's like to really try to go there with us to try to say like you comparing us to being dirty. I think that's ridiculous. And I don't want to go there because I don't think it's necessary, because I think it just goes without saying because people know. But like you can't show me any correlation that this has with anywhere in America, in any Black American community. If you really want to talk about dirt and filth, there is no community on earth that is more dirty and filthy than Haiti. I'm not even saying that just to say that. These are all your own people. And I'm not saying this to just shit on Haitians. I'm giving you the same energy. We don't walk around barefoot and flip-flops eating this and calling it a cookie. This is dirt. This is actual dirt.
Yo.
You want to talk about dirty Black Americans? We don't eat dirt and call it a snack. Your people eat dirt and call it snacks. This is food for you, because the diet over there and the hygiene over there and the GDP over there and the healthcare system over there and the education over there is so poor that y'all have to eat this and call it a snack. This is Haiti. There is no comparison to this in the Black American community. You know why? Because we fought for it. We got up out of that. And even when we weren't in that, even when we was in the worst parts during slavery, in the worst parts of this country, we still had class. We still made something out of nothing and made it profitable. We've always done that. Show the comparison. We don't do shit like this. So who you calling dirty? You come from the dirtiest community on earth. You come from the dirtiest people on earth. Literally. Like, that's not even an exaggeration. Haiti is the dirtiest, most poorest country on earth. By far. The only place that can compare us to Haiti is India. Y'all in the same boat. India and Haiti. So don't even try to play that game. Y'all neighboring countries, what I think the DR ain't nowhere near what Haiti look like. Miss me with that, man. Don't even try to play all that. Yeah, the bitch asked for it, so I'm gonna take it there. You feel me? But this is the part though. This is the part that niggas gonna do once I upload this video. The Pan-Africanness and all that. Because you know the Pan-Africans, they don't talk about disrespect towards Black Americans. They only talk about Black Americans when we respond to what they doing, right? So basically, like that video that we just watched with Adonis, that white dude that kept pushing on him and trying to berate him, when he responded, now Adonis is the bad guy because he responded to the disrespect. All Black Americans do is respond to the disrespect, my nigga. But we get seen as the bad guy. We get seen as xenophobic. But it's okay for you to be a Haiti that fled the bull-ass country, which is really ran by barbecue, right?
Are you serious right now?
It's ran by a gang leader, drug lord, cartel. You feel me? That's what it's really ran by.
Right.
You fled the shit-ass country and came over here and called us dirty.
He got bailed out though. Yeah.
You call us dirty? Bitch, your whole aesthetic is trying to be a Black American woman. Let's talk about it. Bitch, your whole aesthetic is trying to be our women. Look at what you trying to look like, ho. You trying to look like a Black American woman. Goofy ass bitch. Fuck you talking about? Look at that. They don't look like that in Haiti, bitch. Your whole everything is trying to look like a Black American woman. Black American women know how to lay their edges down, bitch. This one lifted up off the ear, ho. Fuck you talking about? You talking about? So like, don't even play that game and try to call nobody dirty, bitch. Everything about you is a cosplay trying to be a Black American woman if you really want to get down to it. Fuck you talking about? Goofy ass bitch. Let's keep going though.
Yeah, don't ever say no dirty Black American shit. Like, what?
You from the
like,
South?
My family, like, yeah.
Okay, where?
Why it matter?
No, I'm just asking. No, we're not having a conversation.
It's the South, regardless. Like, I got family in Florida, I got family in Georgia.
And then she said real quick, then she said dirty Black Haitians. No, your people actually is dirty. Don't try to, we're not the same. We ain't no equivalent. Black Americans ain't running over to Haiti in mass. Y'all coming over here in mass. And then I want y'all to understand this too. She said it like it was supposed to be a joke. Like she said it like as if like everybody was going to agree. You know what I'm saying? Right. But now they pressing her about it. Yep. And now she's trying to like, oh, okay, well, no, bitch, don't try to, no. Because what you thought probably was, it was a bunch of other immigrants around there. You probably thought it was some Africans and Caribbeans. I was finna joke with you and be like, oh yeah, they is dirty. Because that's how y'all really think. That's how y'all really think on the back end, but y'all try to play that role, and you know what I'm saying, when y'all around us, y'all try to play that role like everything all cool, and we all Black too. No, bitch, you not Black. Ain't nobody Black but foundational Black Americans, and this is why. Let's keep going.
I mean, I want to know, like, where...
No, you trying to be... I know what you do.
Thank you for the $2. I don't know how to say your name. Arla. Aerolika, thank you for the $2.
Doing like, I know what you're doing. That's that Caribbean shit. I know what you're doing.
What am I doing?
Just chill out on that dirty black American comment. That's all I was like.
I'm sorry. You really took offense to that. I apologize.
Anybody would take offense to that.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't.
Why you? I'm saying, why would you fix your lips and say that, though? I'm confused.
Because that's just my experience. Like,
One of my day ones, man.
it's my experience. So I'm going to speak on it. But I apologize.
It's your experience?
Yeah. So I apologize.
What experience you had?
If I offended you.
You accept the apology?
No.
Like, that's super disrespectful. Like, yeah.
She did say it's dirty black Haitians.
Nah, she wouldn't. I would never fix my lips to say. And I know some dirty black Haitians. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would never fix my lips to say dirty black. I wouldn't generalize. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and now it is, bro. That's that Caribbean.
It's not.
And this is why we be having the diaspora wars, because of dumb shit.
Ain't no diaspora war. I got respect for the Daily Rapper crew, but him specifically. Or not even him specifically, but they come across on this platform and they speak like it's like they really sound like Pan-Africanists for real. They like low key Pan-Africanists. It's him specifically, bro. It ain't no diaspora war, bro. This ain't no disrespect to you, Eli, if you ever see this video, my nigga. But it ain't no diaspora, bro. There is no diaspora. There is no war, bro. These people are not us. Understand that. Get that in your skull, my nigga. These people are not us. There is no diaspora, my nigga. You are not the same as somebody from Ethiopia that's on a whole nother side of the world, my nigga. They are not you and you are not them. So there is no diaspora. There is no collective of people because they got melanin in their skin. That shit is over with. That shit is dead, bro. You need to draw a line in the sand. And this was wrong with too many black Americans in general. We got this group together. We all along with the get along. A Latino, no, you not me. You're not black. You're Dominican, you're not black. Puerto Rican, you're not black. Jamaican, you're not black. African, you're not black. You're not one of us. That's no diss to you, but you're not one of us. You identify with your tribe and your country, nigga. You're not one of us, and you will never be one of us ever in your life, ever. I don't care how much you scream it to the heavens. I don't care who said that you was. I don't care if the paperwork say so, nigga. We dictate what's gonna be the line and draw a line of the sand. You not one of us, my nigga. So go ahead, get that goofy ass shit up out of here. Let's keep going.
Words. Remember that other Haitian, bro? Remember the other Haitian shorty? We don't got no culture. Like, it must be a Haitian thing for sure. Like, I don't know what the issue is.
You can stop it. Yeah. Nah, but no. What I like about Ant though is like he criticizes like he criticizes everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody is void of smoke.
I do respect him for that.
Yeah, he definitely, you know,
it's interesting that we both use Ant clips recently.
I know, right? I know.
That just shows how from one side or the other,
right?
But we like even from like my dating stuff to your Black history stuff,
right?
And like he covers both of that shit. Like that's
right.
how he comes right up that alley, bro.
Right,
that's real.
Right.
Yeah, I could definitely dig that.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, he was definitely cooking. Yeah, that
and just rolled off the tongue too with her. She just it's crazy.
Man, and that hurts us all because, like, then some would say that throws us in that category because of where we come from. But it's like we understand the culture and we understand the history of things.
Right.
And we respect that shit. And we know what's owed, what's respected. We understand, like, I do my devil's advocate moments and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, I understand. There is a system that is definitely out there oppressing certain people more than other people. There's levels to oppression. There's oppression that's going on for all types of people. But there's a certain group of people that is more oppressed than all the other people, man. And it's because it's the same ones that didn't get there.
Just do.
They
didn't get that just do. And, and that's going to be a clip too, probably. What you just said. That's going to be clip. It's going to be like a 30-second.
Right. Whenever
didn't get there, just do. Clip.
Yep.
Yeah, nah. But I need to get more clips of Marquette.
Yeah.
Because he breaks it down too.
Yeah,
he has some interesting debates.
Yep.
with some people where I'm like, man, he's just
whenever
slicing
he
and
has, like,
dicing
his
them.
Weekday, like when he has his weekday and Zoom calls,
Yeah.
like, people just calling.
He had this debate with this white nationalist dude. He just tore him apart.
He reacted to it. Ant reacted to it.
Yeah, he
A lot
did.
of people did.
He did. Just sliced and diced him. I was like, yo.
I saw multiple channels react to that. Yeah, he was an idiot.
Just cleaned him up. It's just like, wow. Yeah, Marquette's like, I'm the leader of the white supremacists, you see, because I can do y'all better than y'all can do y'all. And this, I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to tell you how.
Yeah, he's very articulate. He knows how to articulate his words. He puts it together well, and slicey, dicey.
Right. Yeah, man. You know who's been quiet lately? Or at least I haven't heard from him. Anton Daniels.
Because of that whole Corey thing.
I haven't heard nothing or seen nothing. None of that.
All he does nowadays is just his own personal thing with his team, his panelists. That he does the Zoom calls.
I've heard what's his name? Corey Holcomb. I've been hearing him still, but
well, Corey got the radio show. He got the Sirius XM, 5150 thing.
Yeah.
So
there was a Cam Newton clip I wanted us to.
Oh,
but we don't have time for it though.
Friends.
Yeah.
So yes, okay, we could. We're
gonna save that for next one.
And also Dean, that streamer that got elbowed. The one that got slapped by Larry Wills.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So like we could cover that. Like we could cover both of those.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yep. So anybody out there who wants to smoke, you come to the couch right here, have a seat, get on the couch with us, come through.
Marcus, put the camera on the couch.
I don't think the camera's on over there. Yeah. But
not, right?
There you go. Yeah. Anybody want the smoke? No, it's not smoke. It's gonna be a friendly environment. It's comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You can come here, be a guest. I'm saying this for clip purposes, but come through to the Shootin' the Ish podcast. We welcome all challenges, and we welcome any kind of opposing smoke that you may have.
Excuse me.
Bring it right here, right now, to the Shootin' the Ish podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna have a couple of special guests on the way. Potential MMA fighters, for sure.
Yes.
One that might be in the UFC, a champion. I'm not saying names, but yeah, we got some things in the works with that, and then some other ones too. Go ahead, go.
Oh, I wanted to make a random shout out to Sage, the female rapper. Thank you for believing in me. I'm being sorry. I hope the sarcasm was heard in that. But shout out to you for believing in me. I appreciate it.
Damn, man. I feel
I appreciate it.
Look, while we're here, shouts to Esau, Travis, Ethan, John, Bryce, homies over there at O'Reilly. That anime live action One Piece, I recommend watching that. There's other animes on the way. They have the second season of the One Piece live action coming on March. New Baki about to drop mad soon as well. Shit. I'm trying to remember what else I'm leaving out.
Shout out to Young Fred. I think that's I don't know if that's still your hip hop name. I'm gonna get it right. Hold on. Because I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that to you. Let's see.
Stay tuned also for Legends music video. Black Panther. Should be dropping in the next 24 hours from this live stream on Facebook. RKM legend. Shouts to Beast Too Saucy. He would have been here on the couch. The third voice. You already know.
I want to get this right, man. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, we have 12 seconds left. Anyway, shout out to Fred. Shout out to Young Fred, the God. Young and the God. I think that's his name. Young and the God. Yeah, I sent you those beats, man. We're gonna get it popping, get it cracking. But anyway, we can close out.
You already know what it is. It's your boy H12, the Cameroon Goon, Horton Izu, Choice D, all of the above. You already know. Tap me in. The Cameroon Goon on all platforms, from TikTok to Snapchat to Instagram. Of course, my government name on Facebook, so that's for y'all who know who I am. But yeah, go ahead, cousin.
Word life. This is basic thugonomics. No, I'm playing. I'm kidding. It's your boy Juniani, JUNYANII. You can find me on any platform. If you just type that in, you'll be able to hit me up for whatever, hats, shirts, beats, instrumentals, engineering, whatever. No 6'7", nothing like that. But yeah, Shootin' Ish podcast. We out. Peace.